All right. Wait for people to start joining. Just gonna do a quick 20, 30 minute stream. That's all I really got time for right now. But yeah, I feel like things are about to falter. Things are about to go perfectly. And yeah, I'm just waiting for it to happen. It's a cool thing to be able to say. Um, I don't think I've ever been able to say this before. I don't think I've ever been able to say like I'm certain things are gonna work out, but I am certain things are gonna work out. Like that's just the truth about it. The truth is like it's things are going too well or not for things not to just fall into place. But yeah, hopefully some people join. We have a cool discussion. Um, I haven't been able to stream that much recently. I've just been like not overwhelmed. It's just there's a lot going on. Like my classes are just like ramping up for no reason because it's before break. I'm done before Thanksgiving now, so it's a nice few days to relax. Yeah, we'll wait for people to join. It's weird how this doesn't send it out for a few minutes. It feels like an eternity. How long is this video? Damn, 20 minutes. All right. Any second now. Any second now. Shit, that part. This is the worst part about streaming. It doesn't send out the notifications. Looks like a few people just joined. How's everyone doing? Hope everyone's having a good day. Um, what's up, Chance? Yeah, I actually have time today to stream. Normally, I like run around all day so that I have time later. But yeah, today's one of those days where I don't have much to do. Well, I do have things to do, but it's like a lot of it's waiting around. So, yeah. Yeah, good seeing you early, Chance. I feel like you're always like, oh yeah, I gotta go to bed. Yeah, it's a nice feeling when like you just have a few days to relax. You have a few days for everything to slow down. I feel like this next week is gonna be like much needed. Thanksgiving plans. Um, my family's coming to my house, and then I'm going to my girlfriend's house after that. So nothing too crazy, but should be a good time. Should be a nice, relaxing time. Um, what about you? Why are you from what? Where am I from? I'm from Jersey, U.S. I'm guessing from the name you're not from the U.S. I'm wrong. My bad. But yeah, what are you doing? I'm streaming. What do you mean? What am I doing? One of my cousins just got out of prison, so it'd be nice to see him. That's cool. That's cool. What was he in prison for? Anything bad or just like white collar stuff? What's up, Flora? How's everything? Fraud charges? Ah, okay. That's not a big deal. If you don't have a fraud charge, you're just not a good enough businessman. I shouldn't say that. But fine. Yeah, I'm pretty good. I'm pretty good. Can't complain. Yeah, I think like a lot. Like honestly, most corporations can get sanctioned with fraud charges. Most politicians could. It's just like, are you, for lack of better words, like dumb enough to get caught? Like it's not that big of a deal. I mean, dude, you could have said like he like you know attacked somebody. Like I mean, like in the grand scheme of crimes, fraud's not that big of a deal. Like I'm not gonna break bread with someone that committed a violent crime, but fraud. It's like at least you got a funny story about it. You're like you watch The Wolf of Wall Street. You're like, this is literally me. Yeah, I mean, credit fraud is yeah. I mean, credit card companies are. It's like insane. It's like that industry is so predatory. So it's like basically Robin Hood, right? No, I mean, just like objectively speaking, fraud isn't that bad of a crime. Okay, Bernie Madoff level, but like low level stuff, unless you're like defrauding a single mother, like it's not. It's just like it's just shit that happens. Obviously, there's varying degrees, but in the grand scheme of things, it could be worse. It could be worse. I'm just trying to defend your cousin. Now I'm like seeming like I'm a criminal. I gotta stop talking about this before I get clipped and I get in trouble later. Yeah, yeah. I think like because when you're saying your cousin's getting out of prison, I'm like, oh god, that's not a good thing. But like, non-violent crimes is a lot better than a violent crime. We'll just go with that. Like, I think if I were to pick one crime, it wouldn't be one where I physically harm someone else. I don't feel like I'd be able to sleep at night. But what's a little fraud? I mean, did you disclose the $20 gift your aunt gave you? Like, that's technically fraud. You look like Kamala Harris. How? How do I look like Kamala Harris? Like, I think you got the wrong skin color. Like first off, like that's just. There's so many things I don't get about that, but I mean, it's another convict, man. I mean, like if he didn't do it, the other guy was gonna fight him. You know what I mean? It's like it's just prison. Like it's kind of like you have to adapt to that kind of lifestyle. Like I mean, it's easy for us to like judge someone that's in prison that beats up someone else, but it's also like if he doesn't do it, he's possibly gonna get beat up worse. So it's like yeah, prison politics are crazy. I mean, it's really sad because it's about rehabilitation, but it's not actually. It's about a business. The amount of privately owned prisons in America will shock you. It is. Oh, I don't get it. I don't get it. Like you would think they would have access to education. You think there would be things to not have them, become criminals again right when they get out. Like it would be more about finding peace, more about finding yourself. But you know what? Nope, it's for profit. Nobody else tried after that. That's good then. I mean, it's not good for the one guy, but at the same time, it's like I don't really think we can judge. You know what I mean? I don't think we can really judge unless we were actually there. But yeah, that should be cool. Hopefully, he has some good stories for you. I feel like that'll be interesting. Like people just be asking questions the whole time. The questions I get asked at Thanksgiving like literally make me like I either get really drunk just to ignore everybody or I just ignore everybody. Like I can't be asked about how's school every fucking 5 minutes. It's literally the worst thing ever. I don't understand why people are gonna ask me how's school because I give them the same answer every single year. I don't know. I don't really care. I literally tell them this every time. They think it's gonna change. They think I'm gonna be like, oh, I'm learning so much cool stuff. It's like, no, I don't like why can't you come up with something unique? Why can't you learn about me enough to know what I'm actually interested in, then ask me a question about that? Then we can have an actual conversation. But instead I get the same fucking bullshit every time. It's crazy that he's built like a linebacker. I mean, yeah, why would you try to fight that guy in prison? I don't like you can usually tell from appearance like who you should and shouldn't mess with. Even as like a trained fighter, there's like people that I'm like, I know I've trained way more than this guy and I know that I can beat this guy, but at the same time, it's just not going to be an easy fight. So why fight? You know what I mean? Like at a certain point, it doesn't matter how much skill I have. Like I cannot beat up a 450-pound bouncer. Or what am I going to do? Kick him in the head? Is the head and neck are so thick that it's not. He's not going to feel my shin. Like it's just dumb. You still working roofing with him? Damn. So he's doing manual labor as well. So he's got that manual labor strength. Bro, who would mess with that guy? That's crazy. Yeah, like there's something about like I'm assuming roofing is pretty intensive. Like there's something about that kind of work that just makes you like weirdly strong. Like weirdly strong. I have a friend who's a cop and like when I train with him like skill wise he's not bad, but like there's just certain things I can't do against him that I can do against everybody else just because his strength is so weird. Like it's not like powerlifting strength. Like I bet you he wouldn't be that strong in the gym, but like for whatever reason you can't move this guy. For whatever reason you can't hold a position against this guy. He's just so damn strong. Work at a farm. Yeah, dude. I wish. Like that sounds kind of fun. Like there's something about I think I was talking about this on stream a little bit ago, but like for the longest time my dad, I wouldn't understand why he would like go out and do landscaping and gardening all day. And then I realized like it just takes him away from everything. It just takes him away from like I mean, not saying my mom's annoying, but like my mom being like, "Oh, can you do this for me?" Like, you know, his work, like stressing him out, getting emails on the weekends and stuff, and like it gets him away from the world. And like, there's something to be said about that. Like, it's probably really relaxing. I don't know. Like, I eventually see myself like retiring to a farm, like not going like deep in the Midwest and in the country, but like being in a place where there's a decent amount of civilization, but I also have my own space. Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's like Emerson. Emerson was all about getting into the woods. The funny thing about the guy that wrote Walden though, that like inspired a lot of people to go live in the wilderness is like he lived in a city his entire life. He never moved into the wild. It's so funny. Closest human to me is a mile or so away right now. That's pretty cool, honestly. Cause like, dude, if I go downstairs out of my apartment building, there's like four homeless people asking for money. It's like I get wanting to be around other people, but at a certain point, like it's just too much. At a certain point, it's just too annoying. Like I don't want to be asked for money every time I walk by you. Like even if I give them money, they're still gonna ask me the exact same thing 5 minutes later if I walk back. Like it's just I don't know. I don't know. Start barking at them. Oh, they'll start barking back, bro. I don't want to bark. People are fucking crazy here. I'm not, I'm not not getting into a barking war with a homeless person. That seems like a one-way ticket to getting in a fight. They try to mark their territory or something. Act crazy, dude. I can't act crazier than these people. These people are actually fucking crazy. I can act pretty fucking crazy. I assume, but like to act as crazy as a crazy person, I don't know. Like they're gonna puff themselves up too. I don't know if I can get to that level. That's gonna be too much for me. Wow, these people are like walking around with like their pants at their ankles, looking like zombies. How can I act crazier than that? Talk about shooting up their eyes and shit. Why would I do that? This just they'd probably like be like, oh yeah, I'd like to see you try. Like, no, I'm not. These people here are so weird, man. I mean, it is crazy, but it's just like I'm telling you, it wouldn't work out. These people are like so insane. I mean, the one good thing about them is like I know that like if they charge me, I'm chilling, but like still, it's just annoying. It's like I don't carry cash because of you guys. Why do you think I'm gonna give you money? I'll make tea from your tea. Has someone said that to you? That's pretty funny. Can you imagine being in a fight and someone says it to you? I'm gonna laugh. I'm gonna be like, this is pretty good. We don't gotta fight anymore. You said it to people. What do they say? I feel like I just laugh. Like I'm not even gonna be angry at that point. I'd be like, all right, whatever you did to me, it's forgiven. You could have, said something about my mother and you're forgiven. That's too funny. They laugh back. Has anyone has anyone like challenged you after that, or came back with something better? Surprisingly, no. Damn. Dude, the crazy thing is like the amount of people that try to start fights. If you just don't back down, if you're just like whatever, they just walk away. Like the majority of people, if they like challenge you to a fight, if you just stand there, they don't do anything. I'm not advocating for violence. I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying like simply just not being afraid is like the greatest thing you can do in terms of de-escalation. It's it's really really weird to me like how many people go out to bars and just look for fights. Like it truly is. It's just like why is this your number one like if you bump into someone by accident, they're like, oh fuck you, and it's just like it's not that deep. It's a packed bar. Like I'm sorry. Like what? Why are you gonna possibly go to jail because of this? You're either gonna end up in jail or the hospital, one or the other. Like there's not really any bars that don't have cops outside of them that are worth going to. Like yeah, you can go to your dive bar and maybe get in a fight and get lucky, but like the huge bars that are like really packed, like dude, you're just gonna get arrested. It's so fucking stupid. I don't get it. Went at them in a bear. Oh, what are you, John Jones? No, I'm so lucky that I'm like big enough where people don't want to fight me. I also don't do anything that would make people want to fight me. Oh, what's up, Audio? How's everything? It's funny trying to out crazy people. Dude, if you're consistently out crazing people, I think you might just be crazy yourself. I think that's what you're revealing right here. I think you're just like unfolding your character in front of us. Like you may hide it pretty well, but like deep down you're insane. That's what I'm getting. Thank God I'm too big. Yeah, yeah. It's such like a it's such a good thing. Whereas my friend, he's like 5'4" and he's like 230 pounds and he's like extremely muscular. Like people just like try to bump into him and they just doesn't budge. And he's like, I don't know why people are always trying to fight with me. It's like, dude, because they don't see you. He takes it so serious. I'm a Marine vet. I'm obviously not okay. Okay, well, yeah. I mean, I was just waiting for you to say it. I wasn't gonna call you crazy, man. You know, that's not for me. That's not my place to judge. I'm just pointing you in the right direction. King David ruled to get away from. Yeah, think about it. Hypnotic, you doing anything fun for Thanksgiving? Probably coding, right? That's definitely what you're doing. I almost read that. Go to my mom's house. She's making a whole feast. What's she making? She making just the generic stuff. I feel like you can't go wrong with that. Like a lot of people try to overdo it. Turkey bowl tomorrow, then Thanksgiving dinner. Oh god, that sounds like too much. I tried to code. Is that like what your girlfriend told you? She's like, no coding on holidays. A bunch of my buddies do a football game the day before. Is it like full tackle? My friends do that, and then they like invite me. I'm like, dude, I don't feel like running. So I'll be good for like 2, 3 plays, and then like my stamina will just dissipate. My knees, I don't know if I can cut on them because my meniscus is torn. Generic. So there's turkey sweet potatoes. Oh yeah, that sounds pretty good. I feel like people try to get fancy with it and just like ruin it. Like my mom's such a good cook, but don't tell her I said this. She like sometimes she just like tries too hard to like try different recipes, and it's not that like she's not a good cook. It's just the recipe's not good. It's like, and not even that it's not good. It's just like the portions aren't enough. It's guys again. You cannot tell my mother I just said that. I might have to delete this stream just for that. It's gonna age so poorly. I need a classic song. No, Ashley, you can't do that. Ashley, I'm gonna tell your mother all the things you say about her. Even if I have to lie, I'm gonna tell her. I'm just gonna like start making up stuff right now. What can I make up about her? Guys, what can I make up about her mother? Give me ideas. I'm trying to think. What am I gonna say? Oh no. Worse off, instead of like telling lies, I could just get really drunk at Thanksgiving and then she'd be really embarrassed. No, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna cause a nuisance at Thanksgiving, get her in trouble. Ashley's a good cook, so you drink. What's your drink of choice? Have you ever had soju? It's like don't become a drunk. I don't drink, so like if I drink one drink, I'll be drunk. No, even when I get really like even when I get uncontrollably drunk, most of the time it's like I just can't speak. Every once in a while I like offend people, but it's just people that are sensitive that get offended by me. Never had soju. It's like Korean rice wine. Don't drink it if you're not planning on getting drunk. It's like Korean vodka. It's not vodka because you can sip it. It's not like it's like 14%. So it's like really dangerous because it sneaks up on you. Beer, rum, and coke. Yeah, yeah. Well, the thing is, like, whatever filter I have from like speaking, it just goes away. So like I just lose control of it, and I can't dictate where the conversation's going, and it always just goes way too far. Koreans are good at drinking, in my experience. I mean, they made soju, so you know, it's. I mean, I approve. I approve. Yeah, yeah. It's one of the most dangerous drinks you'll ever have. And it's cheap as hell too. Like a bottle's like $4 or $5, and like if you get that, that's all you need to pregame with. But again, I don't drink anymore. But like every once in a while, I'll have a bottle of soju or I'll have some wine. I've been on a mead kick. What even is mead? Tangentially speaking, all the way. No, it's worse than that. It's like, dude, I talk about things that people do not want to like look into. Like, like I'll just go on about stuff I know that like people just never wanted to even like begin to look into. I'll just say that without going too deep. I'll talk about JFK. I'll talk about the Constitution. I'll talk about how Obama suspended habeas corpus in essence when he extended the Patriot Act, like stuff like that, like stuff people just don't want to realize because they'd rather live in the dark. And it's like, fair enough. If I didn't know this stuff, I wouldn't want people telling me this stuff either because it's kind of like blackpilling. But meat is honey based. That sounds so good. Here recently, it's been honey and wild blueberries. Slightly. Hey, who said I become that? I'm already that. Come on, man. You gotta give me credit for my talents. We're Rain Man over here. I watched that movie and I'm like, I'm gonna count toothpicks. Hypnotic, you don't give me the credit I deserve. Come on. What is this? 88 toothpicks. Of course, you would know the exact number. Dude, I think that was just an autobiography of you. What is it, a biopic? That's what it was. Is this your life story? Or is it, who is the actor? Is it Dustin? Dustin Hoffman just followed you around to get in character for that role, right? He was in the Graduate as well. That's an interesting movie. I like Stanley Kubrick. Like it's so funny how like there's no good directors nowadays. Like you think like Stanley Kubrick, like that's a style. You think like even Tarantino to a certain extent. Like some people don't enjoy it, some people do. But like that's a style. But like there's no such thing as like a good director now. Now it's just like, oh yeah, this is this Marvel movie. Like you know what I mean? I just think like the art has gone down so much. There's no one willing to take risks. There's no one willing to um, actually make a good movie. Like the reason these movies hold up is because they did something that no one else was willing to do. It wasn't like a cookie cutter romance film. It wasn't just a nonsensical, Marvel movie. Dude, why? There's no way you just did a breakdown of that. We're learning more and more about hypnotia every day. It explains the coding. Except I'm like that for web dev, software information channel. Where it's getting me going. The last good movie, in my opinion, is Inception. I've never seen that. Should I watch that? I've heard it's good. I've just never like. There's certain movies I've never got around to. Hi Gina. Or is that Gianna? I don't know how to say that. I'm bad with names. I'm sorry. Inception's a good movie. Isn't it about like dreams and stuff? I think it'd be interesting to look into knowing all that I know about dream analysis. Okay, I pronounced it right the first time. If only I could remember how I pronounced it. It's Gina, right? Yeah. Definitely should watch it. Give it full attention. Okay. That's Leonardo DiCaprio's in that movie, right? I think I've seen it. Like I've scrolled by it a few times and I just never was. I was like, oh, I'll watch this one day, and I just never got to it. Like I almost feel bad, but yeah. Don't look up spoilers. I mean, I just know it's about dreams, and I know that there's like a dreidel or something. That's all I know. But I don't remember the specifics of it. But I'll give you guys a hint. If you don't know if you're in a dream or not, open a book. If there's words, then you're in reality. If there's no words, then you're in a dream. It's like such a cool thing. Like I was like I literally figured out I was in a dream one time because I was like looking at this book. I'm like, what? This is empty. Perfect. That's a good entry point. Okay, yeah, I'll give that a shot. Remind me to do that. I'm gonna forget. I always say I'm gonna do things and I never do it. We look at a clock. What is the clock doesn't move? Dude, why does AliExpress keep sending me confirmations of my order? Got like 10 of them. Dreams also mess up mirrors and hands. It's weird. I don't know. I was always able to lucid dream as a kid, and I still can. So it's um, I don't know. My dreams are pretty cool. Doesn't move and moves backwards. Ooh, that's cool. See, now that you guys said this, I'm gonna see him in my dreams. I'm gonna be like, oh yeah, I learned this the other day while I was streaming. Times at 1:30. Damn, I didn't speed up this video. That's why it's taking so long. I used to look at clocks to keep me steady during shifts, but I know there's all clocks. There was a clock tower at my undergrad, and it used Roman numerals, and it just looked so weird. It looks cool, but at the same time, it was like it just that one detail. Noticing it messed me up. Because instead of the IV for 4, they used 4 letters, 4 eyes. Gotta go back to work. Damn, Hypnotic, you're leaving me. Catch me later. Yeah, I'll probably stream. Maybe not super long, but I'll definitely turn it on later just to say hi and talk. And hopefully, it doesn't end up like like a few days ago. But yeah, I think I might end this in a few minutes. Thank you guys for everyone that joined. It's been a lot of fun. I had a really good time. If I don't see you guys before Thanksgiving, have a good Thanksgiving. If you're in another country, uh, just give thanks for everything that you've been given. Give thanks for your family. Give thanks for everything that's come into your life and affected you in a positive way, because we don't do this nearly enough. And I think this is really the key to happiness. If you can see everything that you've been blessed with, you don't see everything that you've been, not given. It's always fun to watch movies and act like it's a documentary, remember. Yeah, Chance, I'll see you at some point, hopefully. But yeah, I'll watch Inception. Okay. That'll be the thing we end on. I need to watch Inception. I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.